Hello everybody, we got a brand new piece of equipment from our good friends at Lincoln Electric. It is a brand new plasma cutter, so we can cut out the bad spots of steel with much easier with a plasma cutter than a grinder with a cutting disc on. Plasma cutters work by sending electric arc and some gas through this torch. And Dad's not going to let me use this because it's very dangerous and also it can just burn your face off. How are we going to know which pieces of metal are bad and which pieces of metal are good? Let me show you. Look at this. This is a ultrasonic metal thickness tester from Olympus. So what it basically does is that it reads how thick the metal is. We use this couplant which helps this probe to read the metal. We put this on this blubber couplant. Yeah, this metal is about 3.2 millimeters thick. The clever thing about this machine is that it will read through paint. You don't have any painted metals, so just imagine this piece of plastic is paint. So what we do is put it on there. Okay, just down here, see what it reads. 3.2. Exactly the same. This is a brand new piece of steel. The way it's made is when it's hot enough, they put it through a machine which rolls it into sheets. But not all of the time, every single bit is exactly the same as the other bit. So let me show you. So on here is 3.26. Then over here is 3.25. Then over here is 3.27. If we find that if there's small differences, like as I've shown you on here, on the steel and melody, it's fine because not all of the time it's always just exactly the same as the other side. We're going to be getting new welders soon, so with the ultrasonic thickness tester and the plasma cutter, we're going to be able to fix melody up properly. Of course, all the fancy gadgets like ultrasonic doodahs are brilliant, but one of the best ways to identify bad steel is with your eyes, and for that you need to be able to see both inside and outside of the hull. In this episode, Mum and Dad are doing just that by ripping out the heads to get a good look at the metal under the shower tray and toilet.
Hi everybody!
Hi everybody! We're in the head today. We're working in a small space. We've got to rip this all out.
Rip out the head basically to see what condition the steel is in underneath this section of the boat. Last week we did under the forepeak. Today we're doing under the heads.
Yeah, we would like to take it out as carefully as possible and not damage it all. We may have to redesign it in here anyway because the forepeak's not the right configuration to fit.
Not really.
Two normal height people.
If we can basically reduce the size of the head slightly by moving the sink, reduce the size of the head. What's funny about that?
No, nothing. I wasn't laughing at that. Okay. It was just the fact that like the two of us are squeezed in and we're talking about making it smaller.
Yeah. But if we can reduce, move the sink to behind the toilet, basically, it'll mean that we can actually have a centre queen in the forepeak rather than a V-berth, which we'd prefer.
Yeah.
Morning. Okay, so today's task is to follow on from what we did in the last episode. Last episode we were cleaning out all of the underneath the bunks in the forepeak. Today we're coming back from there and cleaning out under the floors in the head, so that we can again inspect the quality of the steel. We're pretty sure that the steel under the heads is got some rust issues, because that's where the shower tray drains down into the grey water tank, but we'll see as we go along. So we're just starting to get prepared to lift the floors up, but that's going to involve kind of taking out all of the bathroom cabinets. Jack's doing some maths.
And some times table.
He's doing his times tables and maths exercises on the iPad. And we're going to start taking the bathroom apart.
Right, so this is where we're going to be working today. Fun. Just show you. So in the bathroom we need to strip all this out. Which is going to be a fun job. Basically we need to get in there because I think there's going to be some rust issues. See where the skin fittings are. We need to get underneath and inspect the floor, but being a wet head, everything is sealed down here, so we're going to probably have to get in there with a multi-tool and cut it out. Ideally we don't want to destroy everything, but if we do, it's not the end of the world, because we are thinking but we might need to change the bathroom a bit, because I'll show you in a minute, but in the forepeak one side is a lot shorter than the other, and I am shorter than Andy, but I'm not particularly short, so it's a bit of a pain laying on a bed that's a bit too short, so we need to have a look at that. Anyway, there seems to be water possibly coming in from this window. It might just be condensation, but it's coming onto these cork tiles and then sitting on these stringers here, which obviously is not ideal. And then also, might not have time for it today, but we need to do the same again on this side in these very narrow lockers. We've got one here and then another one just here. This one's actually a lot bigger than the other one.
I could fit it down.
Come on, in you go. Try it out for size. Come on. It's alright.
Okay.
Jack fits in this one, darling.
Does he?
Yeah. In you go. So just give you an idea of the size of this.
Hi.
In you go. Turn around.
Just. Is it okay if I stand on this white?
Yeah.
Can I come out now?
No, you've got to stay in there forever. Bye.
Please.
So yeah, so this is the issue that we have in the forepeak with the bathroom. So the head comes out to here. Let's see, down here is a lot shorter than, there's Jack again, than here.
Yeah, because of the bath.
Do you want to demonstrate? Show the difference.
Okay.
Up your jump.
This is also, it's longer, but it's also wider, kind of.
Wider, yeah. But
So
that side's nice and long and wide, and then over this side.
well, you can't really demonstrate with me.
I know, it's not a good example, but you can see that there's quite a big difference before this one starts. So we're not quite sure what we're going to do to improve that.
This.
Possibly get rid of this
What's in there?
and rid of this. Put some different storage in, because it's lacking in storage in here.
You should use that one. Oh, okay. So.
What do you think, Jack? Go on.
Can you move backwards, please? Okay, so this cupboard
Yeah.
should be smaller. This one, and also should be I don't know, like little pockets.
Yeah,
You could
potentially.
stick your hand into just
Yeah. There's lots of options, but if anyone's got any
One
suggestions for what we can do for the forepeak, so it can fit
that would be great.
2 normal height people in, not one short person and another. Right, let's go. Obviously, as you can see, we have already taken the toilet out. A new one to put back in here, which will be nice. Step one. I'm using this beast, which I've not used before. Have you got a Stanley blade?
Quite smells like hot wood here. Yeah? What for?
To slice some glue.
Yeah? Have you cut yourself?
I think so. Don't know what on.
Have a look, where?
Here's an interesting thing about this boat. The guy that bought this, well, had this built, he had the hull built himself, and he was actually a carpenter, and he fitted everything in here, and he's done a very good job. I think I need to call in some muscle. Andy,
What's up?
there's one screw I can't get out. What are you doing?
That one.
No, the screw on that one wooden batten.
Almost always it's a case of the wrong bit for the job. Let me show
I
you.
can't wait.
Can't wait for what?
Doing my lesson on.
Crosshead v Phillips. Right, so these red ones are crosshead, and if you look at the flutings, they're straight down. See that little groove?
Yeah.
Straight down, okay? On a Phillips, the fluting has got another little tang
like an
on
arrow.
it. Yeah. So crosshead, Phillips, and crosshead screws. If you try and jam a Phillips driver into a crosshead screw, it just won't grip. So those are crosshead, not Phillips,
I see.
and there is a difference. And if you look at the different sizes, it really does make a difference getting the right type of bit
Yeah.
and the right
I mean,
size
I've changed
of
that bit a few times.
Oh yeah,
And then I called you in. To do
No, see how that was rounding round? It's wrong bit. But it's gripping it. Okay, there you go.
My hope was that if I took that front bit out, everything else would just pop out nice and easily. But it's definitely not going to be the case. Right, so I've got this out. Now I need to get that. It's getting a bit dusty. I want to say thank you so much for the PayPal donation and the message to tell me to go and buy some air with it, or a mask with it. If you didn't hear what I said, I was just saying I'll put the link in the description for that mask because it doesn't steam up. I don't know what this is stuck down with. There's no screws, it's all just sealer type thing. I don't like to be defeated. I'm just gonna have to cut it. The thing is, I'll get to like one piece and then I've got to remove another piece to get to that piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
excited if we can get the system working. We have hot and cold water. But I still can't get it out. I don't want to damage the wall panels. I know we're definitely going to need to replace this top because I've damaged it beyond repair. But it's a lot easier if we need to put a new top in the same position to use this as a template. But I am getting to the point where we might just be smashing and cutting this top out. This end though that's causing me the problem. Sometime later, it's actually the worktop is gone. Cupboard's gone. These are going to be a pain to get off because they're stuck really well. Now I need to get the front of this out. Yeah, I like demolishing stuff.
That's a poo pipe.
Nice.
Gonna get all the pipes off now, as many as possible. What's that? That's the hot water.
The red's hot, the blue's cold.
So, okay, so the hot water comes in here, goes off there to the tap, and then tees off. So that's the red, that's the hot in. And it tees off so that you can power something else from hot water separate if you want to.
Oh, right.
It wasn't going to the shower. I think it was originally meant to power the shower.
I think it's probably originally
Supply
for
the shower,
one for a tap and one for the shower.
Right, no point trying to get this off because these Jubilee clips are all knackered. Could you get me the multi-purpose cutters out of the silver toolbox behind you? So these are brilliant because they've got a Stanley knife blade in, but they mean that you can just do that. See what I mean? They just make life a lot easier and a lot quicker if you can just cut a piece of pipe, because what have we lost? You know, what we've lost from there won't make a blind bit of difference. There's plenty of length left on that. Right, so that's fine. We can tie all of these pipes up. In fact, that needs to come out as well, really. We'll get to that in a minute.
Maybe that's kind of all one piece there.
Oh yeah, so it is. So maybe that's actually where we're going to take the wall to, isn't it?
I think so.
And chop out above it to bring the forepeak out, just to give the extra few inches in the forepeak. Next thing is the floor and the shower tray.
Yep.
Wondering about getting these off. Yeah, set of spanners, please. Thank you. I'll get these off and then I'll come out for tea. 15mm ratchet spanner then, please.
There's a 15, oh.
Where's the 15?
In the middle.
14.
Next to 17.
17, 19.
15.
Oh yeah, it's a crappy one there. It'll do.
Well, I managed to do most of it.
Yeah, you did. I think this bulkhead we're going to need to take out actually, because we're not going to be able to work under it.
Doesn't that just go to
Into the forepeak.
into the forepeak?
Yeah.
I think it's a very sensible thing to refit this bathroom because obviously water's been going under it and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this has been a grey water holding tank directly on the steel under the floor of the bathroom since 1981. So who knows what condition the steel is in under there. Good chance pretty poor. And that's okay, that's fine, we don't mind. That's all part of the job. But I didn't actually want to have to move from this position to do this job. I wanted to stay in this position because I'm getting to the point now where I'm too lazy to move. Oh,
you're going to have to move, darling. We're actually getting somewhere slowly. We're just removing these. Still got the shower tray to get out. Is this the poo pipe?
the thick one is.
Great.
there's definitely some rust down here. It's nice to have the shower tray out. Flipping heck. It actually just broke up. It was very old 1981, early 80s plastic. As soon as we went anywhere near it, it cracked, so it's a good job we did take it out, because it would have probably broken the first time somebody had a shower, which wouldn't have been nice. So it'll be a new shower tray, which is not a bad thing. And then there's a piece of board under here which I've just got to clean, and then hopefully I can get it up and we can see finally the state of what's under the shower tray. So that's down. Yeah, we need to take more out to get under there. There's sawdust down there from when the boat was originally made.
Yeah, I mean there's some from me as well.
Yeah, but I want to take out this bulkhead next, which is only a 3/4 size bulkhead, but that will give access to the forward to the next cabin forward.
And then we've got to get the fun job of scraping all those cork tiles off.
Yeah, although I think the multi-tool will do that quite easily.
Yeah, but I broke it.
Yeah. Again, there's no corrosion on any of the metalwork inside.
It's absolutely
I'm just
fine.
looking at the interior metalwork, and it's grand.
I'm pleased we've taken the bathroom out there.
I am. I think the first time anybody had a shower, the shower tray would have collapsed underneath them, because it was very old plastic that had just, worn out.
But it just gives us peace of mind as well. But
yeah,
it's okay under there.
Absolutely. Right, onwards and upwards.
Time to cook dinner.
Yeah. So after all of that, what we found was the steel of the hull is great. There's one small area of that stringer that you can see there, the red area that I've coloured red, which is about 2 or 3 inches long of corroded steel on that stringer, and that's because the water has been sat just above it when the holding tank had overflowed. Below that is the concrete of the ballast. So what I'm going to do is cut out the angle iron that you can see below the green line, so that I can use the SDS drill to remove 2 or 3 inches of concrete to make sure that the water hasn't gone down between the concrete and the hull. I don't think it has, but I'll inspect that just in case. And that also, by removing that piece of concrete, I can cut out and weld part of that the stringer that's corroded there. All in all, fantastic result. Really pleased. There's still a few more bits and pieces that we want to remove from that area, as you've seen.
As always, thank you so much for watching. We'd like to thank all of our patrons and our friends and supporters. We are genuinely humbled that you would contribute your love, support, time and actual money towards what we are doing. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you.